everything completely goes against me. When the Leafs tied the game up at 2, they go into the shootout, and we choke. Leafs lose 3-2 in the shootout to the Philadelphia Flyers. Or Mike's situation, the Philadelphia Propellers. And all I gotta say one thing to get this off my chest, it's not gonna be good. How is this team 27, 24, and 10? How is this possible? How is this possible that when the Leafs try to at least try to get a win, it goes against me, and we lose this game on purpose? And we made the Philadelphia Flyers look like a Stanley Cup contender. It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable that this team played in a dismal third period, coming into the third, where William Nylander ties the game up at 2 for the Leafs, and we do some dumb crap against the Flyers in the shootout. This game is completely and utterly crap tonight. Like, for God's sakes. For God's sakes, man. For God's sakes. So, who starts in net for the Leafs? Anthony Stolarz, who did a little better in the game against, I believe, was the Senators in relief, but I don't think he did that great. But, it is what it is. And then the Flyers start Dan Vladar. Oh, great. Another Calgary Flame legend. Woohoo. Should be interesting. First period. Leafs dodge 2 penalties. Okay? They dodge a bullet off of 2 Philadelphia power plays, where one of them got called for, I believe, a trip. And then, of course, Nicholas Waugh called on a slash. Leafs were able to kill off those 2 penalties. But they were able to get an abbreviated power play, but they couldn't do snot on the power play. The only good thing I can say about this one was, at least the good thing is, Dakota Joshua scores, and the Leafs take a 1-0 lead. It wasn't a power play goal, but the Leafs take a 1-0 lead. All right, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Not long after, the Leafs take a stupid penalty, and I'm like thinking, it's basically, am I watching this again? Is this, I don't know if this is Leafs versus Revs all of a sudden. And long after, Christian Dvorak scores. Oh, wonderful. Christian Dvorak. And the game's tied at 1. And you head in the first period with a tie 1-1 game. Everything was, I don't know what to say. First period was absolutely notorious because the Flyers just outshot you in the first period. That was not good. Second period rolls around. Leafs try to get the lead off of the Flyers, but they couldn't because of Dan Vladar doing what Dan Vladar does, just stopping every puck. I don't know what the heck just happened. So Leafs outshot the Flyers, but still couldn't get the lead, and it's still 1-1. It's a tie 1-1 game. And then when the Leafs try to at least do something, Anthony Stolarz made the save, but we made a turnover, but it caused the Flyers to take the lead by Noah Cates off of a turnover, and the Flyers take a 2-1 lead. And then meanwhile, Leafs get a power play, and William Nylander ties the game up at 2. We are feeling good. We should go to overtime, get these 2 points. That's what we need. But no. Instead, it has to go into the shootout. Leafs had opportunities to get the win in overtime. Matthews, Nylander, and I believe Max Domi, but no bueno, it goes wrong. So now we go into the infamous shootout, where guess what? Everything goes smooth and sound. William Nylander, 1-0 in the shootout. Leafs take a 1-0 lead in the shootout. And then, of course, Michkov scores in the shootout. I thought Stolarz made the save, but he didn't. Made the save, and then trickles into the net. Thinking he didn't look at it. And then Austin Matthews goes for a shootout. Saved. Denied. And then Trevor Zegras scores. They take the lead in the shootout. Max Domi tries to score in the shootout. Nope. That's the game. Right there. That is it. That is it. What did I just watch tonight? What did I just watch? Out of all the games I've seen, including a shootout win over the Canucks, Leafs drop 4 games in a row. They get the 1 point, but they don't get wins. And it's not fun. Now, post-Olympics rise, Leafs are 0-4. 0-4. I don't know. It's some absolute crap that the Leafs have lost 4 straight games in a row. Leafs lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm not trying to offend Lightning fans. Leafs lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, who got killed by Buffalo. Leafs lose to the Florida Panthers, who once again lost to the same Sabres. We lose to the Ottawa Senators, who think they're going to be a playoff contender because they're a good team, because they're good guys, and the Leafs are the bad guys. Yet Toronto owns Ontario, not this Ottawa crap, because the Sens drew. And now we lose to those Philadelphia Flyers. We lose to the Propellers, who are on a 3-game win streak. That is a joke. That is a joke that the Leafs lost to the Philadelphia Propellers. They are a laughingstock. And I don't know if they're close to a playoff spot or just, I don't know. But this is where I'm starting to lose my patience with this team. I love my team dearly, but I've had it up to here. Back to back losses for this team, and yet Leafs couldn't do anything to save their lives. It's so brutal. And I'm like trying to think, oh, this is on Craig Berube. This is on Craig Berube. It ain't on Berube. This is on the players. Were these guys showing up? Is that the question? That's the question. Are they showing up? I mean, damn. We made the Philadelphia Flyers look like a Stanley Cup contender. And they're not even close to a contender. And now the Leafs got a 1 point. I don't want them to tank, but here we are. Tanking. Oh boy. If I made it this easier. To lose to Philadelphia like this was a joke. I mean, Leafs demolished Philadelphia in November. 5-2. That was when Game 7 of the World Series between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers were playing. And spoiler alert, the Dodgers won a World Series again over my team, undeserved. Then, in January, Scott Lockton returns to Philadelphia. He gets his revenge. Easton Cowan puts the game away in overtime. And now look at what we've done. We've lost in the shootout to the Flyers. It's the first time since the 2019-20 season, since November 2019, that the Leafs lost to the Flyers at home. Yeah. That was when they had Mike Babcock. When they had Babcock, and now we fast forward to 2026, and look what the hell just happened. Look what just happened. Embarrassing. It's a joke. I've never, in 6 years of watching Leafs hockey, have I seen a team play so poorly. It just frustrates the absolutely frustrates me in every turn of the game. It's just complete bull, and it stinks. And now the Leafs are nowhere near a playoff team. And now I've lost all hope on this team because they're going to tank and they're going to retool until next season. Be stronger next season. I'm not looking forward to this. Next games is even worse. Now the playoffs are dwindling away for the Leafs. There's no hope. This is BS. I'm not going on to Team Tank because if I root for them to tank, that's a no bueno. I don't want them to tank. But here we are. Same position again with this team. Like, why can't we beat the Philadelphia Flyers? We did it twice this season. Now we've lost the Flyers again. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Wow. That game was brutal. Brutal, mind you. Yep. All hope lost. And I'm disappointed. And the Leafs are on a 4-game losing streak while the Flyers are going on a 3-game win streak. That's a joke. And I'm freaking frustrated right now with this team. I really am. I have a right to be frustrated because this team isn't playing well this season. Oh, is it because of Mitch Marner being traded to Vegas? Yeah, you can say all you want about that trade, but that trade was crap. Because we got a bag of peanuts in return. It's just so bad now we're playing slow like crap while the other teams play fast. That's insane. Insanity. The Leafs do not deserve to go on a 40-game losing streak, and they don't deserve to be this bad this season. I want them to be good. I feel like the NHL is behind this crap. It is scripted and really wants to punch all wall at this point because the NHL wants to care about the rivals like in my division, like the Bruins, Habs, Red Wings, and Sabres over the Leafs. Is this the NHL we're all looking at, ladies and gentlemen? Is this the NHL? No, I don't have any words. I'm just so freaking upset right now. I really am. It's absolutely crap right now. And the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's not going to get any easier. Well, if we could try and get a win, that'd be nice. Because, boy, oh boy, it hurts. Leafs go to New Jersey to take on Sheldon Keefe and the New Jersey Devils. This better be a win against the Devils because I swear to God, it's been panic for this team. Absolute brutality and insanity. Just need a win against those damn Devils. Is that not hard to understand? Is that not hard to understand? I'm just asking. Just want to win. Okay? Just win. I don't care if we're tanking or trying to get a pick. Because, oh yeah, Boston took our pick away in a stupid trade for Brandon Carlo. I don't care anymore. I want to win. Make the playoffs. But if the Leafs get eliminated from playoff contention, well, I'm probably going to be, oh yeah, watching the playoffs from my couch instead of watching my favorite team in the playoffs. What's the fun in watching the Leafs in the Stanley Cup? What's the fun in watching a Stanley Cup playoffs without the Leafs? What's the fun in that? I'll never know. I'm not happy with this team. I'm not happy where the Leafs are right now, and it's a joke.